Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna show you my project, which uses an ESP32 board to host a web server and display the data read from its onboard sensors here. I separate the tasks into three threads. The first thread's name is update sensor data. Its responsibilities are hosting a web server and reading sensors. There are three sensors on my board. The first one is BMP sensor, which measures pressure and temperature. The second one is MPU sensor, which measures three-axis acceleration and angular velocity, and temperature too. And the third one is SHT sensor, which measures temperature and humidity. But this one is not on my board. These sensors are read every 10 seconds. So let's see how I control this. This is the task for update sensor data. So let's see the code for it. So I'm writing functions and put each function into each thread. In each function, there is a while loop, and we can control the frequency from here, the delay at the end of the while loop. This is measured in milliseconds, so it is 10 seconds. Okay, the thread 2 is print local time. It is responsible for getting local time every 1 second and send the time to the server. And the thread 3 is update time with NTP. It updates the time every 1 minute and send it to the server. Okay, now let's dive into the code. First, I include the libraries, then define global variables, and then function declaration. This function is not a function for any thread, but it is the function that serves the HTML file when the route is requested. Let's see where it is used. It is used here when the root route is requested, and this is in the setup function. Okay, the next function is print local time. What I do is create this variable. This is the variable type, and this is the variable name, and then create a buffer to hold a string for the time, and then use getLocalTime function and put it in the current time. The next function is update with NTP. So this is the key line. It syncs the time with the NTP server, and then we do the same thing. And then we use this one again, get local time, and put the time in the current time. The next function is format data. What it does is formatting a string called JSON response and sends an HTTP request from the server to the client. This is the status code, and 200 means OK. And this is the content type header. Application means the content is general purpose, and JSON means um, the data being sent is in JSON format, and this is the data itself. Now we have the function for sending a response, but who is requesting? Let's see where this function is used. Okay, so we can see that it is called when this route is requested, and the one who is requesting is this JavaScript code. I will go through this file afterward. Okay, then let's see the next function. After this one is update sensor data function. So it simply reads each sensor one by one. And this code is from each sensor's example itself. And then just delay it for 10 seconds. Here comes the setup function. I begin with Wi-Fi connection. And then this part is for SPI flash file system. It is used to flash this index.html file into the flash memory of the ESP32 board so that we can access the template via this command. Okay. And then we define the routes like we said before and start the server and print the server IP address so that we can access the website. And then initialize the sensors. This is just the serial print stuff. The BMP sensor, MPU sensor, and SHT sensor. And then these three threads. The first one is update sensor data and then print local time and update time with the NTP server like we said before. This is the memory allocation size. And this one is the priority argument. The one with higher value has higher priority. And then the loop function. It basically periodically checks if there is an incoming request. So after this, I will talk about this index.html file. Let's see the overview first. We can see that there is an HTML tag containing a JavaScript tag inside the body. First, I include Bootstrap. This is from the Bootstrap website itself. And then the body part, I create a container and then this header and displaying the time with this ID. And this is the text that will be displayed if the real data hasn't come yet. Then the table is the table header, and these are the table data. The next part is JavaScript part. This is the function that sends a request to this route, and it will send back the response. So we turn it into JSON format and extract it. Then we replace the extracted real data into the HTML part. For example, we can see that this is an ID here. So first it will display this dash, but when the real data comes, it will be replaced with the real data with this ID. Okay. Then we do the same for other sensors. And this function is called every 1 second. Okay, now everything is ready. So let me plug in the serial cable that connects to the board. And we can click here, upload and monitor. But I have already uploaded before. So what I have to do is just let me clear this first and click monitor and press the reset button on the board. This is what we get. We can use this to access the website. And this is the result. By the way, this is the setup environment of this project. Thank you.